Tiger Nation, D.I. Love family, Guard the Yard crew. Listen, this is Coach O, your assistant head coach of JSU football. I had to bring in a special guest today to help me relay this message to you. We are less than how many days, O?
90.
90 days. We're less than 90 days away from kickoff in Atlanta, Georgia. ABC, your Tigers gonna be live. But guess what? Before we get to that point, we gotta take care of the vet first. We're gonna fill up our stadium before we fill up somebody else's, right? So this is what I need from you. I need you to go do what, Zoe?
Get your damn tickets.
Listen, we sold over 6,000 season tickets last year, but this is your homeboys now. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. The head coach is from Macomb, Mississippi. These are your people. And we are in the building ready to rock and roll. So Zoe, what do we need them to do?
Get your damn tickets.
Today, tomorrow, money order, check, cash, it don't matter. Just go to the vet and purchase
your mother tickets.
Guard the Yard. Can't wait to see you this fall. We got 4 homecomings. 4 homecomings, not just one. Be there for all of them. Let's go.
What's good, Tiger Nation? What's up, everybody? What's going on? What up, what up, what up, what up? What's up, what up, what up, what up? Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate y'all for, being patient with us. Man, heck of a night, man. Heck of a night. Fundraiser tonight. Amazing event. Shout out to A.D. Robinson, President Elaine Hayes Anthony, and the entire Tiger Nation, everybody that showed up, everybody that came out to the M-Bar and threw some money in the pot, man. A lot of big money coming through that thing, man. And thanks to, obviously we represented as a collective effort, through the platform. We did mention, the goal that we hit and what we pledged to Jackson State athletics. So was proud to be there, myself, Zoe, Taronte, and had an amazing night, man. Just thankful to have been able to make it and do what we were called to do. So Zoe will be on. We were in that thing, man. I don't have nothing prepared. This is going to be kind of a impromptu. I haven't really been on social media all day today. Today's been a very busy day, long day. So I really couldn't tell you too much of anything. I do see a few things that are out there, and as it comes up, feel free to share. Feel free to, bring it to the front. We're gonna open it up a lot sooner tonight. So if you guys want to come up, chop it up. This is an inclusive night for us as we get geared up to going into our summer break for the platform, and we gonna stay the course, man. So, man, it's Brother Poe. What's happening, brother? Good brother right there, man. Looking forward to. I got to get that information to you guys. Don't listen. Blame my head and not my heart, man. I've been super duper busy. It is on my to-do list to get to, but I've had some really good past few days, man. A couple of days, and just blessed, man, to be in the position that we're in. To do what it is we were called to do. So we're going to keep it rolling, man. We're going to keep applying pressure. We're not letting up no time soon, man. So, buckle up. We in for the long ride, man. We made some progress with the other stuff we're trying to do. What up, Randy? Randy in this thing. What up, big dog? What up with you? Yes, indeed, man. I tell you, man, I really am excited for what's to come, and hang tight. I gotta grab something real quick. 1 second. Okay, dope. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, what up, Randy? We in this thing, man. Gonna be fun tonight. Coach, what's up, Coach? Coach, I got your text, man. And you know what? You text me right in the middle of work, and I actually I saw that, and I really didn't even know what to say. I was trying to understand what happened and watch the video. And my guy, Coach, I know who you is, not KTW. What up, big dog? Yeah, you have told on yourself now. I know who you is now. Who you is. So what up, Doc? What it do, baby? What's happening with you, man? But no, it's all good, man. It's all love, man, and appreciate y'all for waiting on us, man. We did our due diligence tonight, and probably gonna have a crap load of content, man, coming back. What up, Jay Boone? Harlem Nights. Shout out to Forest Hill, 20-year anniversary. I see you out there, big dog. Class of 03 celebrating their 20th high school reunion. You know what I mean? But good photos, man. I love the theme, man. I love the Harlem Nights theme, man. So that was dope, bro. I told you, he was dressed up like a smooth criminal. Joanne Jones, I was there. Yeah. It was phenomenal. Absolutely incredible, man. Yes. Yeah, we did, man. And then we even we did a silent auction, grabbed a couple jerseys, and I was surprised though, and I got two of them, and got one for him, and he was a little speechless. He didn't know I was doing that for him, but man, we locked in, man. We locked in for life, and what we're doing is we just getting started, man. It was great to connect and communicate with the coaching staff, with the AD, with the support staff, administration, president. Blue Bengal, Tiger Fund, you name it, man. Everybody that does everything that makes Jackson State go. We spent, people can grab a hold of anything that they feel isn't right, but it's always cool to be around those that are really the ones that are making it happen. And not just the ones that are out on the front lines, but also the ones that's on the back end that we don't really get a chance to see all the time. And, man, I just tell you, man, it's one of those things, man. You know what I mean? So it's absolutely, man. Shout out to brother Carl, man. Good job on Tiger Talk. Great interview there, brother. If conformity is keeping you from succeeding, change. Hey, man, I've been boy, you don't want to send that to me right now. I got a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying, in the mind, as far as like, but I'm whatever you're dealing with, the goal is to stay focused, man, and locked in spiritually. Stay locked in and just keep looking to God, and everything else will fall in place, man. That's the thing that I just tend to stay mindful of. It's not about money. It's not about clout. It's not about any of that stuff. It's really just about the mission. And it's about moving in your purpose within God's purpose, man. So that's the wave now. You know what I mean? That's where we at right now, man, because I just was thinking about it like, man, I did, many of us, I've had a lot of conversations. And I'm going to just rap, man, till my bros get on here. And we'll go from there. Like I said, I don't have anything prepared, but tonight is Monday, and we're going to stay the course. And y'all know what we had going on tonight. And man, I may have a photo or two in this thing, man. I ain't trying to put too much up there, but some pretty cool stuff, man, that we had going on. So I may share that one. That was pretty cool, little something. Zoe cleaned up, man, put that bow tie on. Y'all seen him if y'all watch the story. I didn't even know he had posted us. I said, hey, man, there he come right here. Here he come. He made it just in time. There he is. What's happening, dog?
Boy, what up, man? If y'all only knew. Boy, if y'all only knew.
Yes, indeed, bro. Yeah, it was all good, man. Man, I ain't doing nothing but just giving the preliminaries, bro. You can jump on in there.
Hey, what's up, Ken? What up, bro? I love family. What's happening? Look, before we even get started, man, look, I just want to tell y'all, man, again, thank you to everybody on the initiative. But, we actually we had the event this evening. And, man, let me just tell y'all the love we received at the event. But also, I just want to let all of y'all know that we got some things going on at JSU. And this is not the old JSU. I know back in years past, we would all tend to think that the school really ain't doing anything. We kind of just, not really being active, not being forward thinking, doing less than. This is a new JSU, y'all. When I tell you we got an AD, man, that's a go-getter, that's
bro.
being forward-thinking, that's we on the up. And let me just say this as well. Deion Sanders was a necessary evil for us. Well, actually, forgive me. Deion Sanders was necessary. Let me take that back. He wasn't a necessary evil. Forgive me for even saying it. No, he was necessary. He was what we needed. He was the demarcation, I would say. Deion Sanders was a demarcation from the old JSU. He was the Stockport, or the bookmark, I should say, for the new JSU. And he was very necessary to propel us into the trajectory of where we're finna go. And I'm just telling y'all, man, we got so many things on the horizon, so many things that's being talked about, that's in the works, and so many forward-thinking people in the room making decisions for JSU, man. I'm so excited. I'm charged up. Yeah. I'm ready to roll my sleeves up and get to work, man. And yes, he was a catalyst. He was necessary. Right. And I think when you look at it in that light, man, I'm really going to be grateful that he came to JSU and grateful to him. But I'm telling y'all, the decision makers in the room we got at JSU are telling y'all we got some things, man. I'm excited as hell.
Hey, it's levels to it, man. And like I said, I guess the thing is now is just transitioning. And once you get active, once you start delving into the space of progression, support, and all the things that, it looked like his surgery did go very well. Happy for Coach Prime. Hopefully that's the last of the surgeries. Hopefully he's out of the water. Hopefully everything work out for him. So
yeah, man.
Keep that going for Coach Prime, man. We definitely want his health to stay intact. But back to what we were saying. Once you start delving into that, you start looking for ways to do what you're doing at a higher level, yet more professional, more I'm at kind of a loss for words. Just more a higher level. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you're elevating in anything that you're doing, is going to require, for you to cross more T's, dot more I's, be a lot more intentional about what you're doing. And then when you are doing that, you have to make sure you all your ducks in a row. So, man, we going in this thing together, and we going in it as a unit. And I appreciate those that are with me. I appreciate Zoe, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, look, I appreciate you, bro.
No doubt, dog. No doubt. Like we locked in, bro. But I was telling them it's about the mission. You know what I'm saying? And it couldn't be I don't have any other way else to put it. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of thrust into something, and then you just move with purpose and let that be that. My biggest fears and anxiety is coming from spaces that have nothing to do with this. You know what I'm saying? And trying to figure out, but what's been cool though, bro, is like being in a space where you start saying, you know what, if I'm going to go into this direction, let's go into it. And if that's the case, I need to make sure I can check the box over here, check the box over here on that. And then we roll with it. Because we ain't stopping, man. We trying to really get to that next level with this thing. And had a conversation with Coach O today, sitting and, sat down with him and chopped it up with him on some next level stuff. And I want to say this because he mentioned it today. Everybody is doing some big stuff. We were able to connect with the right person today that's going to allow us to connect the efforts externally with some things going on internally and figure out a way where you take all these massive, these giants in the JSU community, the JSU support community, right? How do you take these giants and all the giants come together at one table and create a massive collective effort solely for the purpose of things such as NIL, the things that are happening. What's happening, Blue? What's up with you, big dog? Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. And here's the thing. We can do, so it's the example of this right here, right? You got 5 different big rigs. But like they said, if I hit you like this, I'll probably, if I hit you hard enough, I could do some damage though. But boy, imagine if we all come together and I hit you like this. Now we cooking. You know what I'm saying? Now I pack much of a mean punch, because now we're locked in, we're unified, and we're really moving as a collective. And one of the things that halts us from being in a collective space is, I'm not saying anybody wants to do this, but we just have to guard the yard, right? Guard against this desire to shine. When we want Jackson State to shine more than we want to shine, then we could all sit down collectively and do what we got to do as a unit to make the thing that we want to see shine. Does that make sense?
Yep.
But what happens is, I want to do my thing because I want to shine, or you want to do your thing because you want to shine. So we all shining, but the thing that has the dimmest light is the school. You get what I'm saying? So that's why a event like tonight is cool, because now you can start putting names with faces. You know what I'm saying? There you go. All these separate, like the power. Yeah, no. This is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. The Black Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, the Pink Ranger. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm talking about, Zoe. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where we at, man, with it. And we trying to build. We're not trying to build. We are building in that space, man. So,
and let me just say this too, Ken, to echo some of what you just stated. All my Jacksonians, all the I Love family. Now is the time for us to realize that per every sport in athletics, those days of just saying, hey, we got a good coach, and you go and you just recruit the best player you can find, and then you win, that world don't exist anymore.
Nah.
So what constitutes into auxiliary parts into winning? It's everything. Even the smallest minute thing that you could think of is needed and is necessary, because it ain't even just about recruiting. It's so many moving parts that goes into it, and we got to do our part. So we got a lot of different alums doing things in their capacity, in their space, trying to lend a hand to help, and it's so necessary. And to all of you who are doing your thing, from me, thank you. Yep. It's necessary. I don't care if you're an alum and you're a painter, you got a painting business and you want to lend your hand. If you're an alum and you cater and you want to lend your services to JSU, you're lending a hand. I don't care if you got a car wash business and you're an alum, you want to do something for the school with your business, you're lending a hand. All that goes together in helping us win. Every last bit of it. And it's necessary. I'm telling you, you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, we know. We know Lawrence, but we won't be able to disclose that. I know exactly what it's going to look like. Probably off the record, talk to you about it. But yeah, it's because we'll just leave that one alone. Just know it's going to be something you ain't never seen before. And then mixed with something you've seen before. Mixed with something that you have seen before. yeah, that's the best way to put that. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely I tell you.
But watch this. But the fact that we can even say that kind of pulls the curtain back to let you know we ain't just waiting till the week of. Like, all this stuff is thought out months in advance. That's how detailed this staff is. And the administration is, that athletic administration.
That's right.
So I'm telling you, man, nothing, no stone hasn't been unturned. Everything is accounted for. Everything is thought of. When I tell you we got the right people leading these programs, from A.D. Robinson to his whole entire staff,
he even got
T.C. Taylor and his staff.
A.D. Robinson got a surprise from the president.
He did.
Got recognized and just appreciated, man. Got a plaque.
Got his flowers.
Got his flowers. Yeah, man. That was dope, man. I mean, we got the best AD in the game. I keep saying that.
Man.
And you know, you never know what you're gonna get with. Man, I'm sitting in there. You know, we sitting in there, and it's like, man, listen. We got some. You know, I know Coach Reed wasn't there, but just imagine if she was. Like, we think about the coaches that could have been there. We got some big time coaches. We got Coach Mo Williams, man. He had his Cleveland Cavaliers championship ring on. That was pretty cool.
Man, oh my God,
humongous, bro.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? But it was. But this is my point, though. Like, we were in there for one cause. Like, it wasn't nobody had their own agenda. It was everybody was in there for the same reason. You know what I mean? For the same cause. So the beauty of it is that we want to make sure that, you know, that's right, Joanne. When everybody's locked in for the same thing, we all gonna shine. And I'm just telling you, man. Some other HBCUs are really doing some big things within their space, and I love that. Shout out to Alabama A&M with the dog houses. I saw that. Yeah, pretty cool. I like that. And I like to see other HBCUs do big things and get locked in on what they need to do to be great and not focusing on what somebody else doing. I got respect for that. I don't have no respect for them folk that ain't doing nothing, ain't making no changes there, but they too busy picking apart everybody else. So I love that we active, we getting busy, we focus on us. And this is the thing I want to say. Like, we pledged what we pledged, you know. Shout out to Coach TC for calling on us.
Man.
We had no plans of being seen. I don't want to be out on the front lines or anything. We on the front lines with the channel, but I don't have no desire to be up there like that. I ain't trying to get no clout like that. When we show up, when Zoe and I show up, we represent you guys. We represent this channel, everybody that has participated.
We ain't all in the videos.
So if we there, you there. And that's just the thing. Like, everywhere we go, we take you guys with us. So it's just something to consider. We not gonna stop. We said we were done, but I don't think we ain't never gonna be done. We just gonna we'll be strategic with what we do, and we're lining some things up right now so we can get better at what we do at a greater level. So we'll continue to do what we do, and as if anything comes up, we'll let you know, and we'll go from there. So I saw some folks talking about this in the chat, Zoe. I do not have any photos to show, but shout out to Malachi, man, for getting the opportunity to go into the supplemental NFL draft, man. Mike Reed, what's happening, brother? What's good with you?
Mike Reed, what's happening?
Yeah, I don't have anything but any updates on Malachi. Anyone? I haven't been on Twitter at all, man. I had to take a break. Let's see. We know he was accepted. Nothing updated. Hey, man, I think Malachi got a great chance, man. That'll be another NFL draftee from Jackson State. And we're excited about it, man. We're looking forward to seeing who picks him up. I know they're going to get a great talent. And shout out to him, man, for just betting on himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Any notable players, though, that made it in the supplemental draft?
Oh, man, tons. Chris Carter comes to mind, Terrell Pryor. I'm trying to think who else. In the past, the majority of guys who actually were in the supplemental draft were guys like who either got suspended or were ineligible during the draft or during the season, and their eligibility status changed before, right around the draft or after the draft. And so the supplemental draft isn't every year, and even when they have it, it's typically not a ton of players in it. I think on average they probably tend to have like sometime maybe 6 or 7 guys. in it. So, yeah, Reggie White was in the supplemental draft. That's 2 Hall of Famers right there. So, but it happens. There are a lot of good guys. The last big name to go in the supplemental draft was Terrell Pryor, which, he was ineligible due to him receiving money for, the autograph signings, if you remember that. And so, lo and behold, if they had NIL, then Terrell Pryor would have gotten drafted in the regular NFL draft. But I do want to highlight that, yes, Josh Gordon went to the supplemental draft. I do have to highlight that any player selected in the supplemental draft still counts as an NFL draft pick.
Yep.
Make note of that.
Yep. Josh Gordon, Steve Young, Bernie Kosar, big names, man. I mean, I knowing what we know, it wasn't.
It wasn't. It actually for him, it was his situation was tailor made for him to be in the supplemental draft.
Yeah, we not gonna put much out there as far as that. We want to keep it about. Malachi is a great talent, and he has the ability. I mean, if he's working out, would he get the right? I mean, really,
he's going to get picked.
He got God-given blessed talents, man.
Well, see, because he had number one, he has the measurables. He has enough film and footage. Plus, anybody we have intel to where Malachi has already had high number of double-digit NFL teams inquiring on him already.
About that today, have had at least 17 to 20 teams already reached out to
him, man. So that's what I'm telling you. He's going to get selected. His ceiling, the reason why he's going to get picked is because any team that draft him essentially will be giving up, I believe, a late 5th to a 6th round draft pick. So what it is extremely low risk with too much high potential reward. Yeah. And the NFL loves to get talent, superb talent, for pennies on the dollar. And if they sign him, he's probably going to sign a 4-year deal. So he's locked into that. And if they can get great production for a little bit of money, voila.
Man, you know what? And to speak of this just goes to show. I was looking at our team from last year. The team was loaded, man.
We told everybody that.
The team was loaded with talent, man. And I'm just amazed. I mean, Malachi, he barely saw the field, and people were begging for him to play.
He got one touchdown the whole season.
Yeah, and it had a lot to do with, probably a little to do with actual performance, but it was what it was. The guys ahead of him, you had Travis playing wide receiver, Dallas Daniels, who's a pro, Shane Hooks going on to Auburn, and
you got to remember, Willis Patrick at TCU.
Yeah, we got a lot of players that have gone on to the next level, and
but you got to remember too, Ken. Malachi got double-digit touchdowns that first year started playing, and he didn't even start the whole year.
No, he didn't. He only started 6-7 games maybe. But my point is that you're talking about multiple players that went on to the next level. We got multiple players that went on to FBS. That roster was deep, man, and kind of sucks that we didn't finish the year out like we should have, man. That was a great game, Celebration Bowl. I went back and looked at some clips. What was that? It was Friday. I looked at that. I was looking at I looked at the catch Travis made at the end of the game. I was like, man, that game was action packed, man. North Carolina Central came to play. Our offense came to play. Our defense was just dealing with a lot. We took a lot of losses, man, on the defensive side, and then with the sitting of Niles, how much did that psychologically disrupt the team? And we couldn't stop a running nose that game. But at the same time, they don't take nothing away from North Carolina Central. They still had to go out and do it, and they did it. So great game. It just kind of sucked. I was watching kind of like the pregame activities and stuff like that through some of the other channels that had some content. And I'm sitting there looking at this team like, man, we were 12-0. We ran out there like, damn, bro, we could have finished this thing 13-0. Looking back on it, I wish we did, but it is what it is. We got a chance to go back and try to do it again, And We was looking at the roster today. Deep roster, man. I mean, we deep in a lot of areas. Actually, every area, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a lot of kids on this roster, man. We're going to shock a lot of people. I love this Jackson State ain't got the talent that they had narrative. I love this. We're not going to be as good as we were. Somebody, you know, they're going to get us. I love that right now because looking at what we're building, man, I'm looking at these players, man. I'm looking at some of these players. They way bigger than what I thought they were. You see some players that have returned to Jackson State that are in better shape than they've ever been in their life. And I'm talking about, it's impressive, man. The bodies and you know, the strength and conditioning that's going on. I love what I'm seeing, man. So trust me, we gonna surprise a lot of people. I like that.
You like it, I love it.
I like that, dog. Yeah. But anywho, we'll go ahead and open it up, man. Man, we love to hear from some folks, man. Let's make this. Listen, this was a great fundraising day for Jackson State. We get a lot of the same people to come up and what we do, man. We're gonna drop the link. I want to hear from some folks that don't usually come up that often, man. Come on up.
Hey, Granny Ann, so when it comes to the roster, well, we can actually would be we're FCS program. So we get 63 scholarships that we can spread out over to 85. But we can still have more than 85 players on the roster. Last year, I think we topped off at the number, I want to say, with 103 players. And so you will have some guys, you got walk-ons, you do have some guys that will be on academic scholarship as well. They don't count towards your athletic scholarships. So the number varies because not every team has the same exact number. But
no, we're not counseling anybody, man. What you talking about? I'm saying, you want to come up, come on up, big dog. I'm challenging those who don't usually talk. We love to hear from some of we got 530 people in watching. First of all, go ahead and hit the like button, man. Hit the like button.
Retro, man, you know ain't nobody blocking you, dude. Free reign, JSU by 40.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We want to interact. We want to see. This is what happens, bro. Every time we're out somewhere and we have so many people that come up to us and watch the show, they say, hey, man, I be on. I don't say nothing. I just be watching. Hey, we want some of them folk to come on up, man. Some folk to come up and, you know what I'm saying, and let us know, you know, who you are, man, and what's on your mind, man. How you feeling? You know, we might answer a few questions or something, man. You just never can tell. But you got to come up and talk to us, man.
Grant, you're welcome.
I really think we will be more physical than previous. Well, that is the goal. We had a great conversation with Coach J.O. So you want to talk about that conversation? Because that was a really great, insightful conversation with our O-line coach today, you know?
Yeah, we got into it, or at least when I was talking to him about the nuances from FBS and FCS and getting O-linemen and, you know, the quality of the athlete, you know what I'm saying, that we're getting not just at HBCUs, but on the FCS level. And, you know, what we need to do to recruit the talent, you know, realizing that, again, to echo him, this team that we have is loaded. And we're really, really happy with the pieces that we got coming in. We have coming in above average talent when we look at the FCS level. And that's what we're bringing in. And we're just speaking on the nuances of, you know, why and how, you know, FBS schools, not necessarily Power 5, but FBS schools are actually getting the caliber of O linemen and D linemen, you know, as opposed to what we're perceived to get on the FCS level. And we're in a process right now at JSU. What we're presently doing is we are deprogramming the masses. We're deprogramming the kids all across this country and deprogramming the parents as well. Because, you know, the parents, by and large, are programmed to think when any school, no matter where it is, when we say FBS, that's the route to go to get to the NFL. When it comes down to kids and coming on the FCS level or even HBCUs, you know, those same questions do ring true. Now, granted, we know we can't match, you know, we can't match your typical, Power 5. And, and there's other semantics as to why that is. But when we talk about other FBS programs, and I like to think of something of your schools in the Sun Belt, your schools in the MAC conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you sit there and you say, well, what is it that separates us from them? Because, all of them are just rolling in, crazy money, so what do we have to do to compete with them? And the biggest things are the first letters in the alphabet. Kids are programmed to go FBS, and we have a double whammy. We're FCS, but then also we're an HBCU. And like I told y'all all the time, Black people devalue Black things. So we look down on our own as opposed to uplifting our own. And so when we're trying to deprogram right now. And when we actually finish deprogramming these parents, then we're doing it. We're doing it. And that explains the caliber of the roster that we're able to build. And so when we win this year, when we win our first game against an FBS opponent this year, and when we win the Celebration Bowl this year, you can rest assured we'll have the #1 ranked recruiting class in all of FCS. And we're going to piggy our way on to a new plateau into the year of 2024 to repeat and do the same thing in TC Taylor's second season.
Rochelle, how you doing, sis? Retro, I'll come to you in a second, bro.
What's up, Rochelle?
Hey everybody. The weather between going hot and cold.
You sound like you need some hot tea.
You sound like T-Boz.
I've been
I don't want no scrub.
it went from being the summer.
Don't go chasing waterfall.
Right. Go ahead.
Y'all got jokes, but no. So this has been my voice for 2 days, and I'm trying not to talk too much. Forget you. So
You gotta say, shut up, Zoe.
yeah, right. And so it's it's 60 degrees, but then it's supposed to be 100 degrees by Wednesday. So between this hot and cold, y'all got good jokes.
Man, it cried. Listen, man, the chat is always
y'all are just
oh, I creep. Yeah. Creeping on the town low.
oh my God.
Hey, Retro. What's up, baby?
What's going on, baby? What's going on?
What up, man?
Man, nothing much. Hey, look. Okay, so this question for you, man. Hey, look, I tried to give folks a chance to go ahead, come on up, man. They scared,
Don't worry
bro.
about it.
Most definitely. Okay, so you ran into it at the back end of your statement. If you can explain the importance of the fact that we still ended up having the second overall recruiting class in all of FCS. Like, I don't think people really understanding that, bro.
They don't.
Go ahead.
They don't. I mean, whether it comes down to relationships, and we got a hungry head coach, man, and we got a hungry assistant head coach who had a great relationship throughout the state of Mississippi, and they grinding, they working, and we made use of those relationships. And again, the thing that's going over people's head is y'all gotta understand, this staff was not in tow on their first recruiting day. We essentially had 3 coaches to get this top recruiting class. And we still, mind you, this coach was on the job less than a month, hasn't coached a game, and got the second ranked class in all of FCS. So to outsiders outside of JSU, we poo-poo that as if like that's no big deal. I'm like, man, that's amazing. That's just like saying, for example, watch this. That's just like saying, I'm not going to even use like the popular Power 5, but let me just say, let me use a school like Kansas State, right? They got a good football tradition, but they just went to a bowl game and they won the Big 12, and their coach leaves and goes to a different Power 5. He upgraded, as y'all like to say. He upgraded. And then they get a brand new coach who just so happens to be an alum on the job for a month, doesn't even have his staff fully assembled, and he goes out and recruit the number 2 ranked class in all of FBS. That's astounding. And TC Taylor did that.
Hey, Earl, yeah, we'd be more than happy to assist, in and if it makes sense, we could.
Man, for sure. Each one teach one. Hell yeah, I'd be more than happy to.
They may not have They may not. I don't know if they got a YouTube platform, but if they do, we can even talk about that. How you can start it. The biggest thing is just, man, you gotta tell your story, man.
Start where you are.
Start within your own space. And
Start where you are.
the cool thing about us, and we say this when we talking to everybody, Rochelle and Retro, man, you gotta. Hey, I can always count on Vic, man. Hey, that's a good one.
My brother, man.
Hey, but look, check this out though. Like we always tell everybody, man, like you gotta. It's like catching lightning in a bottle. You can't, we call Deion Sanders is catching lightning in a bottle. But what came with Deion is momentum. You have to be able to capture the momentum and be able to capitalize on it. And it'll take you as far as you take it. And then what you have to do is, we had some momentum and we used the negative or the chaos, like Rochelle said, and we just basically bottled it up and we started packaging it and selling it to the world for a little or nothing. And we gonna keep rolling with it. So at the end of the day, that's the thing that gives us what we do. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, for right now, we coming into your homes and you ain't got to go nowhere for it. We're going to come to you. All you got to do is tap the button and boom, shakalaka, here we go. And we're going to keep you up the brisk. We'll give what we can give. But at the end of the day, you can't minimize what it is that we did, and just there's a way to do it. Now, would you be able to do it in the time frame we did? We say in 2 weeks that we did 50K. But in actuality, what we did really was 8. It was 8 total streams.
10 days.
No, it was 8 streams. I'm saying it was 8 live streams.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're counting, yes, we did get donations on the days that we weren't streaming, but we really brought in a lot of donations when we were streaming. So it was the equivalent of you seeing us 8 times in a matter of 10 days. So, well, it was longer than that. I think
Ken is all. I want to ask y'all something.
No, it was over. No. It was 16 days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
Go ahead.
Okay, so y'all are older than me, of course. I mean, I'm just 31, 91, baby.
Oh, don't say that like that though. You make it sound like we prehistoric.
Like that, bro. Well, now, but the type of historians y'all is though, I gotta ask these questions. You see. Okay, so on my way to do my job today, I had a guy ride with me.
Okay.
He was an Alumni.
Bless his heart.
I know, right? And he started off lying to me because he said that they dominate the 80s. And I pulled up Google and said, yeah, bro, WC go and dominate the 80s, bro. I don't know what you talking about. But so I knew that was a lie. But this part I don't know if it was a lie or not.
True.
He said that he played for Alcorn, like I say, in the 80s, right? And he got a ring with him. He won in the 84. And he said they played Jerry Rice at the vet. And he said it was 86,000 in there.
Third one.
He was capping.
It was 62?
No, it was a record that still stands today. It was just under 65,000.
64. It was 64 and some change.
It was 64,000 and some change. It was just under 65.
Yeah, it was 64.
Which is still the state record for the highest attended game in Mississippi history.
What?
Yeah. Well, they changed the stadium though, so we could never.
It's a reason for that though.
Yeah.
When they played that game in '84, the vet had end zone seating.
Right.
That was where the locker rooms are. We had an end zone section of seating that was permanent, not temporary bleachers, permanent bleachers. They've since torn those down. Because I can assure you, there have been a few games that would have passed it. But I agree with Jeremiah too. Your first mistake was letting that dude ride with you.
He was working.
Go ahead, Rochelle.
I as you were saying what you were saying, Zoe, about we don't understand when you did the comparison to Kansas, and I think you are right, and it's because we are a HBCU. we still don't honor. And when you say retraining us, that mess is so deep inside of us um, through intergenerational trauma that we still don't value us. So the exact thing that you said was that if that was a white guy, it would be blasted by everybody. But when it comes to us, we don't honor us. So when you were saying that, I was like, I don't think it's registering to their head how great that is because it's just an HBCU.
So,
Even though it's Jackson State, though,
but I mean, it comes with the territory, and it's unfortunate because we did something that was pretty freaking awesome. And instead of trying to like really just say, you know what, and a lot of folks did, you still would have a sector or a segment of folks that just like try to pick it apart and minimize it.
Yes.
Same with TC.
Yes.
It's almost like TC is on a constant, you have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself. You have to prove, and even if, no matter what he does, great. You know what I'm saying? Because when it was Dion, it was like, oh, that's just Dion, though. You know what I mean?
Let me put that in context, Ken.
Yeah.
Deion Sanders is Michael Jordan in cleats. Okay? So until Deion Sanders was the first HBCU coach to have the #1 ranked class in all of the FCS, he was the first one. But he's Deion freaking Sanders, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even still, he was the first to do it. It's amazing how TC Taylor, who's not Deion Sanders, he is not Michael Jordan in cleats. He has none of that, right? Yet he never coached a single game and got #2.
Yeah. That's
Think about that. Think about that.
Yeah.
So Jackson State.
And then you talking about like, let's not minimize the fact, because what happens with history, let me tell you what time does. Time does this numbing effect.
Mm-hmm.
Over time, you get numb and it loses a little bit of its sting, right? Let's not minimize the fact that everybody was exiting at the time that he was building this dang thing. You had staff leave. He's formulating a staff, like Zoe said. You have a plethora of students, athletes that hit the portal.
Yes.
And we're talking about big time talent. So it looked like a free fall. You know what I'm saying? Like we falling off, like, but in the midst of that, boom, Seven McGee transfers from Oregon. Where everybody like, hold on now, wait a minute. Whoa. In the midst of this, he goes out and signs. I'm gonna tell you right now, we got the best offensive coordinator, and we ain't had a snap yet. Just tell you that right now. I don't care. That's the bad. You can debate it how you can argue with your play cousin. I ain't finna do it. I'm just telling you, like, the reality of the matter. That's just my opinion. I feel like, but here's the other thing. To do that, but what Otis said to us, Coach Otis said to us a while back. He was like, the difference now is that you have a room full of coaches that can all go out and recruit.
To a man.
You know what I'm saying? And they all hungry. They don't have the, hey, man, we got Deion Sanders in the room. Come play for us. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of kids took L's. Oh, they weren't even counting money per se. They was like, you know what? I'll pass up that bread to go play for Deion. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Yes, but when you don't have that big dog in the room that's just an attraction like that, because again, we keep telling y'all, like, Deion Sanders put that together and he did not go to nobody's house.
Still has
on nobody's couch.
Because he was Michael Jordan. He'd have to go. He was already at everybody's house. So you right, Zoe, on that.
So the point that I'm making is that you when we try to big up what people are tearing down, people say we got our blue and white glasses on in TC, can't do no wrong. And we swear by TC. No, we're just saying that what the man did was freaking awesome. And how about you just, instead of pissing on him, how about you just get a man credit where credit is due?
Yep.
You can't take away the players that he recruited in the room. He says Guthrie is who he is. Keydran Callaghan is who he is. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. He brought in a really stellar, solid class. And then you go and talk to someone who's on the NFL roster right now, Aubrey Miller Jr. That Aubrey said out his own mouth, hey, man, this team right here has the ability to be better than we were. He said that. He's seen what we got coming in. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't gonna follow.
I mean, but he's supposed to say that because he's Jacksonian. What
Right,
else is he going to say?
But I'm saying when you look at it though, you know, like let me tell y'all something. Who was the top defensive ends in the class with Tony O'Donnell and Phillip Webb? We got two of them on our roster. Top ESPN 100. What would they rank? Zoe, defensive end. Tony O'Donnell.
Doyle and Phillip Webb. There were two of the top 10 defensive ends in the country.
I didn't say in the country, but what it is that
Brad, Ken. You say they was two of the top 10
go
in
back and look into.
I ain't even know in the country, bro.
Was that 2020 or 2019?
I believe 2020.
They were ranked number 4 and number 7. Phillip Webb. Now,
hold on,
when they're on a SEC roster, we let their stars be their stars. Now we ain't gonna minimize them, but somehow, you know, he went to Texas A&M. He ain't really do nothing, and now he ain't really play like Tony O'Donnell was dealing with injuries all season last year. Now that he's in the best shape of his life. Whatever his issues were, whatever his issues were, he wasn't. They would be a junior this year. That's right. In 2020, they ranked 4th and ranked 7th. So this is the point I'm making. Those two players committed to Texas A&M and LSU. We're talking about two of the top 10 defensive ends in the class of 2020 are going to be starting defensive ends for Jackson State. Now, I'm going to tell you like this right here. If you took those same two players and you put them in a FAMU jersey or you put them in a Southern jersey, though they're gonna get all the accolades. You put them in an Alcorn jersey, man. We got that. You know what I'm saying? It's the JSU effect. You know, the JSU effect is if they get a JSU jersey, we're gonna bring down the hype a little bit because we gotta try to humble y'all and say it. But it ain't. It is what it is. Devontae Davis is an all SWAC player. You understand what I'm talking about? Tyus Martin, a 3-star defensive lineman transfer from Colorado.
Number 2 ranked player out of Arkansas.
Jeremiah Williams was a Mississippi All-Star. You know what I'm saying? 5A Defensive Player of the Year in the state of Mississippi. Just telling you what it is. So these are a caliber players. Big Junior, Cornish Miller looked better than I've ever seen in my life. I looked, I said, dang, big. I said, bro, you been working out, ain't you, bro? He said,
a little bit.
I'm just saying, man, he don't look like he ain't sloppy big, bro. I'm sitting there like, whoa. I'm not even kidding. Like he looked like he looked like he could be a linebacker. But I'm not kidding, man. Zoe will tell you. They call him Big Junior. He looked like he been putting that work in. And I ain't talking about fat and all that stuff. I'm talking about, man, he looked toned up. I said, boy, man, these boy looking good, man. I'll give you another player that I saw. I was flabbergasted at how big this young fella is, man. Don't know who I'm on. Noah Ballou, man, a linebacker.
I tell y'all what, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
That's a big boy, man. That's all I'm trying to say.
I'm gonna tell you what. I employ every Jacksonian to go to that game in Atlanta. When you watch this team,
Michelle gonna be there, y'all. All you thirsty jokers. Michelle gonna be in Atlanta, y'all.
When you watch the team get off that bus, when you guys see how tall and how big this team is.
Oh wow! They said Houston is strong contenders to sign both Dylan Brooks and Fred VanVleet. I like it. But no, man, Noah Ballou, man, he's just kind of standing next to. He's a big kid, man. He's a linebacker, man, and he's true freshman, straight out of high school. I said, Lord, have mercy. He's gonna be in this strength and conditioning program. Give him a good solid year. He's gonna be a whole different monster. Big team, man. We talked to the coach, J.O., talked about being able to build a line out of the Midwest. And we're going to see a size increase. We're looking at the depth board, Rochelle, and we're looking at 6'7", 6'5", 6'5", 6'6", 6'7",
6'8".
Talking, these are some big boys,
You're
man.
going to see a distinct difference between last year's O-line and this one, and it's very intentional. Also, the style of play will be a delightful contrast from what they played last year. And also, when we say that a team takes on the personality of the head coach,
Yes. Make sure you
the
come find me, cuz when I see you. Can't wait to give you a big old hug, man. I ain't seen you.
O-line is going to take the moniker and the mantra of his position coach. Because Coach J.O. is a fiery coach, man, at practice. Extremely.
Yeah. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
Make sure y'all see Aubrey brother.
Yeah, Ahmad Miller, man. He's another true freshman. You know, I really like our true freshman class. I really do.
This class is going to be the cornerstone.
Kendall, Mike Williams. My goodness, man. Stanley Cooks, big
Zay and Zay. We saw Big Cooks today.
Big boy, man. Another
Gold
big
mouth.
boy, man. Nareek Sharp.
Zay and Zay.
Batman. So what position will he be playing at Zoe? Which one?
Who are you talking about?
Better than last year, coach. Heck yeah. O-line?
O-line? Oh, man, close.
Without question. Night and day. Double tight. You're gonna see some of that. And you're gonna see I think we're gonna be 11 personnel still.
I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be hard to say what we're coming out in story. It just depends on what he called on the first play, first series.
We're gonna go 3 wide receivers, 1 tight, 1 run.
I believe our standard line will probably be three wide and 1 tight.
But you're gonna see, I think when we get inside the red zone, you're gonna really see some packages where
I think we're mostly gonna be in 11 personnel.
I mean, we're gonna story. I can tell you this much. We're gonna see some 22 personnel. For those that don't know what that means you're gonna see 2 running backs, 2 tight ends.
But I tell you what, though, if you look at the cornerstone of the NFL right now, pretty much every NFL offense is pretty much right out 11 personnel.
Yep. For those that don't know, 11 is 1 running back, 1 tight end. Yeah, I know, Shay. I trust me. I get it.
Jace. Thank you.
Jace is a tight end.
Jace is a tight end.
Yep. Yeah, he's tight end. Big Sebastian. Big old boy, ain't so.
Man, wait till y'all see Sebastian.
You know what's funny is that I wish y'all could see. Well, I see your eyes, and y'all are like a kid in the candy store.
I am.
This whole thing, Michelle, has been like that.
I wish I could just y'all are like Zoe's just like. Ooh.
You should see me at practice.
Are you
Really?
in is it Irv Mulligan?
Yeah, you talking about Irv?
Yeah, he look good. He look
real good.
And for you to say this, Zoe, because you know all the different teams. So coming from you, that's why I'm kind of pumped because
some of them are not there.
Excited. Yeah.
Everyone isn't there yet. Just
you gotta remember the full team won't be there until the team reports July 26th.
Yep.
Okay. Are you gonna be down? I'll be down there. I'll be in Mississippi for 8 days.
What date?
I come on July 24th and I come back August 2nd, I think.
I'll be there July 24th.
Okay.
No, seriously, because we are.
No, I didn't get the numbers because when we had the ticket event, man, I didn't even get a chance to really hang out with the ticket elite because we had the prospect camp going on. We had a lot of commotion, and I was actually working.
Jackie, come on up, man.
Jackie, Walker.
I got your email, man. I've been so
you
busy.
To come up.
I've been so busy, man.
Really, Philip Webb looks really good.
Look good, man. Yeah, we look good, man.
Okay, who don't look good? Y'all, everybody look good. Y'all just
let me tell you what I mean by look good. It's like right now it's about strength and conditioning.
I don't say everybody look good.
It's about
I'll
physique.
tell you. I'll be like, he looks amazing, freak of nature. So nah,
Are they hungrier? If that makes sense. Are
it's
they
kind of
more
hard to
focused?
quantify.
Yeah,
The team is.
they
The
take
team
on the
is.
personality of the
That's what I'm saying. Are
team.
they more focused? Like, are
They
they
take on
like?
the personality of the coach.
Got it. Okay.
Coaches are fiery, and it's a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? They
No.
let them be themselves, man. They have a lot of fun. They love that facility, man. Every time we go in there, man, they playing ping pong, they playing Xbox. I mean, they playing PlayStation. What is it, Xbox? Or PlayStation?
Both.
There he is, man.
Albert brothers should not be playing linebacker.
Hey,
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, how's it going?
how you doing, Doc?
What's up, Mr. Walker?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm all good.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, how's it going?
We played
Boy.
basketball. We was at Jackson State together. I played with Sadie McGee. You was on the basketball team together. This Rochelle. I don't know if you remember me.
Oh yeah, okay, cool.
You're gonna have to. There you go. How's it been going, man? Talk to us, man. Appreciate the support, man. Appreciate you for tuning in and reaching out, man. We definitely you came up when we was going through our legendary JSU Tigers, man. We and what we're trying to do, in all honesty, is just if we get a chance to collaborate or connect, we're gonna definitely connect with you, man. So thank you for coming on the stream. Pleasant surprise, man.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I usually get down there, make it down to a couple of games a year. I think I'll be in Miami, maybe Atlanta, and homecoming.
Okay. Where are you residing at now?
I'm in Tampa, Florida still.
Tampa.
Hold on. But can you let all the fine folks watching this let them know why you live in Tampa, Florida?
Oh, when I left Jackson State, I got drafted to the Buccaneers, and I've been here ever since.
Can you please let the fine folks at home know what number draft pick you was?
I was not 1986, the 28th draft pick out of Jackson State, first pick in the second round.
Hold on, wait a minute. Not the 28 overall pick now.
Yes.
Okay, out of Jackson State?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then, and he's still in Tampa Bay. Oh,
Yes,
he wore the creamsicle, by the way, for you young kids who don't know what that is.
Yes, sir.
That was Doug, huh? Doug wore the cream, right? Oh man, that's outstanding, man.
Oh, you know what? So Jackie, you were on the team when you guys went to the NFC Championship game.
No, I came in 80. I think that was in 70, late 70s. I think the team was in 78, 76, and they went in 79.
Okay.
I came in 86.
Okay.
I got a photo for you, man. You recognize that?
Oh yeah, that's me and Hefner, President Hefner, WC, and myself. Like, I think that was my senior picture.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Hey, Rochelle just sent that to me. Rochelle, yeah, you quick on your feet on this one.
Okay.
I appreciate that. That was awesome.
And Ken, here's a fun fact, man.
Yeah.
You know that Jackie Walker only played his senior year of high school football?
You gotta talk to us about that now. Come on.
Yeah, I think I didn't like to practice, so I didn't play football. So I was just hanging out doing nothing. So the coach came and got me. Actually, I quit in high school, and the coach came and got me and told me he wasn't gonna let me quit. And WC came to my house and talked to my parents, and because I'm from Monroe, I stay like 30 miles from Grambling. I used to be down there hanging out all the time, but I just want to change the scenery. So I say, hey, I don't know nobody in Jackson, so let me get to Jackson, and everything else was history.
And here's the thing. So he was the actual first pick of the second round, right?
Yes, sir.
Didn't play until his senior year of high school.
Yeah.
Got to Jackson State and started all 4 years.
And also played basketball at Jackson State also.
So you were a part of
He sure did.
So you won. So you was in Jackson State from which years?
81 to 86.
All
Man, how many swag titles did you win?
I was just about to ask you that.
I got a couple of watches, a couple of rings. I don't know. I can't recall, but it's at least out of those 5 years. I think my 82, I got redshirted. I think at least 3 or 4. And I just got inducted into the Jackson State Hall of Fame in 2020 football.
About time. It took long enough, but they should have been had you on there.
Dude won 3 swag titles, man. 3 swag titles in football.
I didn't hear you.
I said, man, won 3 swag titles in football, man.
Yes,
3
for
swag
sure.
titles.
Yes.
Ask, do you remember Victor Hall?
Yeah, I talk to him all the time. Yes.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Yeah, he's up in Atlanta, Georgia. And then I had another guy from Flint, Michigan I played with named Liddell Wills. I talked to all those guys, Frank Sutton, all those guys. Me and Frank in the same fraternity. Well, actually, we was on the same line at the same time.
Which fraternity is that? To make sure we shout them out out here, because you know
Omega Psi Phi fraternity.
Oh, it's all
you might have YE.
all the Q dogs in the
Look,
chat.
you start smiling there.
Yes, indeed. Gotta love that, man. It's an amazing story. There's no telling what greatness. I'm gonna see if I can catch up some of the chat. Go ahead, Zoe. You got it.
No, I just wanted to highlight those things because, you know, when it comes to Jackie Walker, you know, and we talked to a lot of some of your teammates during that time, and I wanted to ask those questions just so people can get a feel to understand. Again, it just shows to the caliber of athlete and the talent that WC Gordon was getting, because there wasn't just one Jackie Walker at Jackson State. You had tons of players like him with stories like him all on the same team. And so when I tell everybody that TC Taylor is going to be basically, now we're going to have basically like WC Gordon-esque vibes at Jackson State, it's because TC Taylor is going to have the same level of recruiting that WC Gordon did. He's going to use the same model and mantra that he did, because again, that's why I bring up the point when I say he hasn't coached a game, got the number 2 ranked class in all of the country, but then now you're going into it and we're saturating with Mississippi talent. We know we're going to stay going through Louisiana. Monroe has always been a hotbed for Jackson State. It's literally right down the road. And then you also mentioned, you know, that 6-hour radius that we've always recruited, but now we're recruiting nationally. Like I told you, we're going to North Carolina, but we're going to fill this roster with Mississippi and Louisiana talent. And you got that red block back. You got that old swagger back. Like I said, WC stands for Will Cut, TC stands for the coach. And, it's the perfect marriage between the old and the new. And we're going to have a lot of Jackie Walkers and, you know what I'm saying, Darian Connors and, you know, all Kevin Dents, you know, Shannon Boyd, Sean Gregory. We're going to have all those type talent coming back to the I Love JSU. So that's why I want them to say, because again, you can do what Jackie Walker did at JSU. You can be the 28th pick. Now that'll be a first round pick, you know, go on to have a good career in the NFL, you know what I'm saying, from JSU. And again, we fall back to nobody. We're the only FCS program to have 2 top 10 picks in the first round. The only HBCU to have the number of draft picks that we had in the second round. We've had multiple years with multiple first-round draft picks. The only FCS school to do so. And that doesn't mean we can't do it again. So, you know, you're looking at somebody who did it live in the flesh right now, still a part of the program that has lineage and ties to the current head coach. So we're finna get all that back now.
All good stuff. I want to get your thoughts on kind of how you felt over the, you know, we had some, you know, really good success under Coach Prime, you know, what your thoughts were. Then we'll go back to the days under Coach WC for those of us who heard of the legend of WC but didn't really get to experience or see it, maybe because of at a young age or so. But what were your thoughts on Jackson State football over the past 2 years and what you think, as you know, under Coach TC Taylor that's to come?
Well, I guess when Dion went down there, I wish I had a couple more years of eligibility. I mean, he had that thing on steroids down there. So, I mean, it was good for Jackson. It was good for the city, and it was good for the school. So, I mean, it was a lot of stuff going on, but I mean, it was good. I see nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely. Now we got TC Taylor taking over. You know, he as an alum played just like you played, and he's off to an amazing start. We think we're recruiting. You know, he's on par, second best recruiting class, and we think we're gonna have a really good year, really good first year under Coach TC Taylor and beyond. So you said you'll be able to make it to Atlanta Atlanta, Miami. The first two gonna set the tone. So we definitely looking forward to trying to see you and connect with you when we get out there, man.
Oh, yeah, I'm in Tampa. I'm only 4 hours from Miami, so that's for sure. In Atlanta, I'm thinking about 6 or 7. I might jump on the plane and just go down there.
Well, I definitely want to link up with you when we get to Atlanta, man. Because
you on mute. What'd you say?
I said, okay, because I definitely want to link up with them when we get to Atlanta. But I think the one thing, TC is the first alum we've had a head coach since Big Daddy, and something that all Jacksonians have wanted, for a long, long time was to have an alum lead the program. Even when Coach Gordon was the head coach, but on top of that too, to know that we're talking about all the football greats like a Jackie Walker, man, and getting them acclimated with the program and blending them in with the program, so these guys can know the history, on the foundation of which they're standing on. Because again, to the outside world, it's like, oh, we want to gloss over Jackson State, whatever the case may be, but like I said, our history is what it is. There's no denying it. You got Jackie Walker right there in the flesh, and guess what? It's not like all these other guys aren't here and have no ties to the university and to the football program. You got a Harold Jackson, you got Jackie Walker, you have even Lim Barney, you know what I'm saying? Attached to it. We have all these greats, man, who are out here and can tell you about the program, and they're all, for the most part, outside of Lim Barney, they're all attached to Bob Hill and to W.C. Gordon. So, and TC is the perfect bridge from that lineage to take us to where we're going forward, especially since he played football at Jackson State. And so he can actually be a good thread, a common thread to merge from that, like I told y'all, from the old school to the new. So I'm definitely looking forward, man, to getting all the old head, football players in tow, and they can actually breed in that tradition and the history of what we did and how we are, and have that swagger. Back when the whole team used to wear them red Nikes back in the day in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? They used to come warm up in them gray shimmy shirts, you know what I'm saying? When we used to put the swag on notice, man. I'm telling y'all, if you weren't alive to go to them games when they had that winning streak, I'm telling you, wasn't nothing like it.
So Ronald Hunt, that's your guy, huh?
Yeah, that's my publisher. Yeah, that's my homeboy from Monroe, Louisiana, and all. We just good friends and stuff. He been getting on me. He been telling me about the show. I've been watching it, I guess, about a month or so.
Oh man!
And he was telling me I need to get on and talk to y'all. I told him, yeah, I'll do that, but I'm not a big talker, But
all about business. It's okay. Keep going. We love to listen.
But I don't know. I just like what y'all guys doing, man.
Thank you.
And hey, everything is great.
Yeah. So I want to get you. Oh, go ahead, Rochelle. I
just wanted to share with Jackie that one thing I can say what I love about the platform, and they have been talking about you a lot, is that sometimes we just forget to honor those that was before us. Now, Zoe and Ken Clark would never have. But I can just tell you, when you got drafted, you would have thought that I was your brother, sister, everybody, because it just did such a goodness to see a Black man and someone from the school go into it. And I was in there because you don't know him. I was like, I do know him. I was acting just plumb. And I was like, you may not remember me. I said, but when they mentioned you, I took out that picture. I said, Jackie Walker played basketball, and Jackie used to scare the living hell out of me because he was so tall and so big. I was like, oh my God. I was like, that man big is, oh my, y'all don't understand. Jackie like huge. And so Jackie was he would talk, he taller, but he was a sweet guy, but Jackie was so freaking big. I was like, that can't be a real person. He's just huge. It's really good to see you. And I hope that I get to see you at some of the games.
Yeah, likewise.
Man, hey, you know what? I'm glad Brother C. Lee put this up here, because I was gonna ask about if you can just speak to. Let me ask you this first. Some of your favorite memories at Jackson State, but I want to hear from you. I really want to hear from your perspective, because we hear about the streak in the 80s, WC winning 28 straight SWAC games, and we won 8 SWAC championships in the 80s. I want to hear from some of his players and talk about the type of coach that he was. We know he's a legend, but hearing it from your perspective, because this picture is phenomenal. I mean, this is pretty awesome. like you said, it's your senior year. But I want to talk about, the recruitment, how what made you choose Jackson State. You did say you was only a short distance away, get out of Monroe or whatnot. But when you got there, let's talk about your life on campus. What was Jackson State like for you and playing under Coach WC?
Playing for Coach Gordon, it was a great experience. But when I first went to Jackson State, I was kind of like shocked because this was my first time away from home. I wasn't used to, doing things. My mom pretty much did everything for me. And but Coach Gordon, we had not just Coach Gordon, we had Coach Jones, Coach Markham, Big Daddy. They was like more like father figures to me because I lost my father at an early age. But they would be hard on you, but it was all in good nature. Because I remember one time when I was in school, we had like now they you got to win now. So, but when I was in school, we had like the goon team, we had the first team, we had the second team. But I mean, if I do something, they might put me on the goon team. I might be over there goofing off. But Coach Carson, he'd be hollering across the field. He telling me I'm too high, but I'm telling him I'm like 6'6", man. I'm gonna be high. You hollering across the field. Hey, you too high. Keep your shoulder pads down. I'm like, I got to look and see. You know what I mean? But it was nothing. But it was all good, man. If I had a chance to do it again, I'll do it all over the same way. And before Coach Gordon passed, I used to go by his house every year for homecoming. I just go in and talk to him and his wife and stuff like that. I think one year they called the news people out there. I got pictures. It was so many guys over there: Rob Brazil, Chris Burkett, Frank Sutton, Vic. It was like 20 of us over there just sitting around at his house, just talking to him, just reminiscing and stuff like that. But Jackson State, that's the best decision I made in my life.
Man, that is great to hear, and that's outstanding. And hearing that from you, I mean, we believe that one of the things that Coach Prime did that he did very well was show and tell.
Yes,
being able to grab new eyes and introduce them to Jackson State. We know it because we were born and raised, and we're from Jackson,
yes.
and we know about it. But now when we wear our merch and we go and hit the airport, folks are identifying, they identify with Jackson State because of that. But what that leads to is now we're in a place where it gave birth to an opportunity such as this. We do have Tiger Talk with the 1400 Club, the podcast, which we're going to be doing live streams where we're doing pregame content and postgame content when the season starts. Now, with that being said, though, it's just important that now that we have a platform, we're honored to have you on because I had the pleasure of we covered the NFLPA Collegiate Bowl, and I run across Jackie Slater, and I got to be honest, I was freaking starstruck. I was just, that's Jackie Slater. I mean, I'm like, you hear about Jackie Slater, you see the photo, but now when you see him, I'm like, man, what I say? You know what I mean? We gave him a J hat, and then we took photos with him. But the point that I'm making was I wanted to say that for this reason. He was very disconnected from Jackson State, and Ashley Robinson, our AD, said something tonight that was very important. He was like, he challenged everybody. Like, listen, even the former players, even those who feel like Jackson State, there may be something might have happened that created a disconnect. It was kind of a clean your heart moment. Like, look, what happened has happened. This is now, we have an opportunity now to change that and change our energy and get connected again. And we're just thankful to have this platform because we're going to try to bridge that gap with as many. And we know that having you on is probably going to open the floodgates of more. We tell them, come on down. We want to have you on, man, because we know it's so many other Jackie Walkers out there that have phenomenal stories that played in the 80s, 70s, whatever year that's still around. We got to sign. I got to sign Robert Brazil jersey tonight. Zoe got to sign Vernon Perry jersey tonight. So we on cloud 1400 right now.
Okay.
And so I just wanted to give you that little tidbit because it's important that we have, former players like this should have you guys on. Like I said, let's forgive and move on. Absolutely. We want to reconnect, man, and really tell our story, because these athletes today don't understand that you guys would have been 3, 4, and 5-star athletes if we had a star system.
Yes.
In that time.
Mm-hmm.
They understand that this is our history. And folks thinking we got a 5-star show up, and they're like, bro, if we'd had a star system back then, Jack State would have had – how many 5-stars you think Jack State probably would have had over the past 30 years, you know?
Yeah, I couldn't count them. I'll tell you that much.
That's my point. So go ahead, Zoe.
I just wanted to ask you, for the entire time you were there, since you started 4 years, what one game stood out to you the most out of all 4 years you were there at JSU?
I mean, I think I played my best against Grambling, but I don't know. I wasn't from Mississippi, but I know we had beat Valley for 29 years. So in the Southern game and Grambling game, because I'm a Louisiana dude, so that's why I poured my heart into it. I mean, I paid more attention than I usually do during the week. But yeah.
That's still
I tell you what, I got
way to this day. We play Grambling and Southern. It's just different, man. I don't know maybe you guys started that, but we still to this day.
I tell you what, since you were a Louisiana guy, let me ask you this then.
Yes.
In your 4 years you were there, how many times did you lose to Grambling or Southern?
Maybe two at the most. No more than 3.
It was one each, wasn't it? One time Grambling, one time Southern?
Yeah, something like that.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'm Frank Sutton. I can get him on too. Me and Frank went to elementary school together on Birch Street. So his mother used to pinch my ear. So I can see if I can get him to come up. But this has been so much fun. I'm enjoying this. This is great. I hope you come for homecoming.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Was my father. See, everybody know everybody around here.
Okay, here go one, man. I remember that we had to get to the dining hall before football got there.
Yes, God.
All the evening practice. Oh, yeah.
It was quite horrible when I played basketball. Yeah, I agree with her 100%.
This is awesome. We're ecstatic that you're still around doing well, and we appreciate, the support, man. And we're learning every day, how many are watching. Like I said, we got 500 some people looking. We only have a few that talk. So we have a lot of people that just tune in, may not say anything, but we definitely want to, shout out, all of our football legends and summon them to come on up and let's get it popping. You know what I mean?
Okay, I appreciate that. I'm glad I got on. I'm glad Ronald encouraged me to get on. So hey, maybe I might be back again. I don't know, not so soon, but a little bit later.
Man. Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. All the best to you, Doc.
Yes, sir. Hey, thanks a lot, man. Y'all be safe.
I appreciate you.
All right, thank y'all.
We just doing it. We doing it. Yeah. Y'all just look at. I mean, yeah, y'all so funny.
Yeah, that was great. That was outstanding, actually. Man, I appreciate that. I do want to say if there's any other.
Hey, man, there's not too many players in this conference. The history of this conference, not too many players that came in from day one. You started all 4 years. Not a lot of them.
I'm telling y'all. Oh my God, Jackie was so huge.
Was.
I mean, I'm just remembering. He was just huge, and it was just like.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Was is past tense. Did you not just see that man on the screen?
Yes, Lord. I know. And Frank Sutton is huge too. It's solid. Yes, Lord. There was some big. They were some big. Leon Seals. Oh my Jesus.
Check this out. Watch this. Jackie Walker and Leon Seals was on the same line at one point.
I know. I was at Jackson State.
On the same line.
Yes. I know. That's why I was like, I didn't realize.
I'm telling you, people don't understand, man. The talent we had, and these guys were getting drafted high.
Yes, they were.
He was the first pick in the second draft. In today's time, he would have been another first round draft pick.
Yep.
Leon Seals went in the second round.
Yeah. Yep.
Like I said is from what we know, y'all, we don't have any personnel updates right now with the team. We will see who's where and who's whatever. And we'll I can't answer that. I can't.
Hold on, let me say this. Let me see it. Hold on. I'm gonna say Bishop. Just I'm curious. You know we're not gonna answer that on here. Then you know we're not gonna answer that. Not that question. You can hit me up, but you know we're not gonna answer that on here. But to answer your question, yeah, he still is. But come on. You think we really gonna answer that on here? Come on now.
Yeah, at this point, it's more about, it's one of them things where everybody's not there. Some players may take a break, go home, however, whatever, you know what I mean? As far as from a personnel standpoint, July the 26th.
Yeah, so the entire team is now on campus right now.
What's July 26th?
All the players report.
Oh, okay.
We report for fall camp July 26th.
Because we start, our first game is August 26th.
Okay, gotcha.
So we get to start a week early from all the other teams. Everybody else will be starting usually the first week of August.
Okay.
So that's usually how that'll go. But yeah. Yeah, so that was awesome. I wanted to relish in that, man. It's pretty amazing there.
So y'all just had a good day all day today.
Yeah, it was a good day, man. It was just it was a busy day, man, and another busy day tomorrow. And we'll be
Sir Retro is crazy. You see what Sir Retro wrote?
I got signed last week, y'all. Play for
You don't.
Hey man, keep it coming, man. Y'all come on up, man, and chop it up with us, man. We'll stay on for another 30 and then we'll shut it down, man. We ain't going past 2 hours tonight. I'm telling y'all now. So I'm gonna be looking at it. If we get to hour and 50, I don't care what we talking about or what's going on. I'm gonna send a bookmark. Hey, 10 minutes.
Oh, Trent say he see Leon Seals every day. He can also ask him to come on.
Yeah, what y'all waiting on?
I know. And Trent, why we even having this? Why are you even telling us? Shame on you. You come on. You be on live with us.
Hey, we trying to get them all. We want the legends on this thing. But you got to, yeah, absolutely. Let's get them on. Let's talk, man. I want to hear I want to hear what they thought about Jack State over the past couple of years, how many games they attended, how many they plan on attending this year. And then let's talk about Jack State from their perspective when they played, you know what I mean? And when you get them to talking, you really get a chance to really get them engaged again. And it just like you just heard it from a legend himself. He'll be at some games this year, so y'all know we definitely gonna have to. When we see him, we're gonna get a photo and it's on. And that's gonna also help us. For those that don't know, it gives you something. It gives you an opportunity to go do your homework and go learn them. Shut up and bump. What's good?
I think I took all of them for granted because Andre Wise was at Jackson State when I was there. I just, when they was just fun, I didn't realize how great they were until I guess after the fact. Leon, Frank, Jackie, I was like, I just didn't realize that. That's crazy.
So.
Yep.
Is that that big boy that was D lineman, wasn't it? What number was Big Avery, man?
Y'all, you give me right there.
99, like he was. Man, we'd love to have him on, man. We have no problem. Matter of fact, we're gonna designate Friday night. We're gonna do Flashback Friday. We're trying to get all our legends on Friday
Come on, Flashback Friday.
But, I mean, just make it Football Friday. It's gonna be because we're gonna have, the live shows will be
But you no.
getting the juice. Yeah, well, let's bring them on, Coach. We got that burning. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show it to you.
I don't know what you're finna do.
Boom shakalaka.
Oh, y'all clean up good. You clean up good.
So you got.
Oh wow.
I got that. I got the signed Robert Brazil jersey. Joe got the signed Vernon Perry jersey. Man, we got that, and great event, man. Great event. Enjoyed the heck out of that, man.
It was good, man.
It was.
It really was.
They did it. I mean, it was a great auction, huh?
I was looking at. I said, come on. You know what would be neat if you say it. I actually want to talk to you offline. That's a good thing that you were talking about. Flashback Friday, but I tell you offline. I think I something just rung in my head. What will be cool is I talk to you offline.
I talk to you offline.
And shoved a football player standing underneath to go against the wall. He probably did, didn't he? Because he was a mess. Hey, y'all dressed up. So was it? You guys said it was good. The whole night was
great.
nice.
It was
Okay,
great.
that's right. Why set up for good when great is around the corner? Come on and correct me, Mr. Ken Clark.
Yeah, I thought you was reading a quote.
I was like, I just like you corrected me. It wasn't good. It was great. That's what I'm talking about.
Next time, hold on just a second. Somebody said this is Dennis Luckett. Ask Jack if he remembers when playing a basketball game at Valley. He dunked the ball, so the Valley football player standing underneath the goal. Hey man, you should have asked him that when he was on, man. See, I got that chest out now. I had my charm out. What's happening, Sir Retro?
Okay, so I
Hey man,
So Retro,
you blacked out, bro.
you totally blacked out, but you're not.
Oh, it was
That's
Come back in, bro. Try it later. Hey, we got plenty of them. Hey, Jimmy Oliver, Shannon Boyd. Hey, we love to get them on.
I forgot about Shannon. Dang it! It was
Bro, that's what we need on here. You got to bring somebody out here that won 4 of them things. Shannon Boyd got 4 of them things.
Oh my God. Is somebody already doing fireworks? Oh my God, come on, no.
You can't yell at them. You lost your voice.
Hey, what's up, Sir Retro?
Yeah, my bad, man. You know it get hot on the truck. My hands be getting sweaty. So, hey,
Yeah.
hey, Rochelle.
Yes.
What's your IG?
What's my what?
Your IG.
Miss No Gray.
Oh. Okay, got you.
Man, you came back up here to ask that.
Yeah, that was one of my questions. But hey, listen. Okay, so I played. Everybody bringing up Leon Seals. I played with his son back at Callaway. You know, we was hoopers. He came out with me, man. Hey, I know Leon because he used to be at all the games, and he was the constable. He used to ride by my house a lot. That's a big dude. And y'all say he was on the land, bro?
Yeah, he played with Buffalo Bill when he went to the Super Bowl 4 years in a row.
Defensive line, man.
Ooh, see, that's literally. See, it's people like him, bro. It's why I gave up football in 9th grade, bro. As far as Hill. Yep.
So but this is what's cool about it though. Like we got a lot of players that if we could just, like the history is there, man. I mean, and it's not just us. Just imagine if we really Man, imagine if we can grab like actual game clips and highlights, and we can could you imagine like huddle videos for like Walter Payton, Jackie Walker, all these players. Imagine if huddle was around then where we could actually see their highlights. You know what I'm saying? That would be amazing.
It would.
One of my favorite frat brothers, Leon Seal. Absolutely.
Dion was another one that scared you when he walked in the cafeteria. He'd be like, "Oh my freaking God, that man is huge." So, yeah.
So that's when people eating home cooking and not all this processed stuff. Got to get back to it.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Now I had asked y'all. See, I didn't know this. Like I said, I was born in '91. Y'all
Yep.
older than me. I didn't know that Big Daddy came from W.C. Gordon Tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was a defensive coordinator.
W.C. Gordon coaching staff all left and won championships in the sweat.
He said Marino Castle, Big Daddy, Judge.
No, it wasn't Marino Castleman. It was Coach Markham.
No, Markham. I mean, I said Marino Castle. Markham, Coach Markham.
Coach Markham went to Alabama State, won SWAC championship. Cardell Jones was the head coach, where Steve McNair was the coach. Big Daddy left and was coaching Jackson State.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Coach Hughes, who ended up coaching us. He went 7-4 4 years in a row. The only coach who didn't get a head coaching job was Coach Kelly. But we had some other coaches as well, position coaches that did some things throughout the years. But that's another thing. That's another reason why Jackson was so strong, because he had continuity with his staff. Like, those guys stayed together.
Mm.
You learned a lot, huh?
Yeah.
I am.
And then even
that stuff just ran off of Zoe mouth like butter. He know everybody. That's why I'm just amazed.
And then when Bob Hill was coaching, W.C. Gordon was on Bob Hill's staff.
Yeah, see, I had to learn that, bro, because I ain't become a baby Tiger until like 97, 98, somewhere around there. And, all this stuff was a bit before my time, So, R.I.P. Wave Dave.
Hey, man.
Nah, well, hey, let me get off.
Yep, Louis Tillman. Yep. I'm telling you, I was just screaming around.
Hey, we love to get Louis Tillman, man. We saw he did respond to the 1400 Club post on Twitter, so might have to slide in them DMs and send the invite, man, and go ahead and get it on.
I see if he remember me. We had some classes together, so I sent him a message saying we would love to have you to come on.
There you go, Shell. Work your thing. Yeah, you got to go get all the legends. Just send them that video and be like, look, we be cutting up over here sometimes, and
oh my God, y'all is Mr.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Hey, you need to go and get your voice back, though, because I promise you, if you walking like you did in that video and turn around and sound like you sound now, it's going to be a scary proposition.
Coach Gordon is Coach Baseball.
So.
Coach Gordon did a lot of stuff at Jack State.
I know I'm actually finna get off because my throat is hurting. I gotta go drink some. This is crazy.
Hey, I want to say this right here. I want to send an early happy birthday, first and foremost, to my beautiful daughter, Michaela. Love you, baby. I don't know if you're watching. My daughter.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, man. Shout out to her. I know she's gonna want some money.
Happy birthday. You ain't saying nothing all day.
Because it's tomorrow her birthday.
But you ain't saying nothing.
Well, I'm just saying, man. I ain't
man, happy birthday, Michaela.
My sweetheart, man. She turned. This ain't. I'm gonna shout out to Brianna M. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Well, happy. Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brianna.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, baby.
But my daughter's name is Michaela. Sweetheart, if you're watching, she's the one. So my daughter texted me, Dad, I shared that. It was funny. because I'm sitting there like we had did the we hit the 50K, and she said she's talking to her friend, and Fran was watching, and she was shocked to find out that they were watching us. So all the way to Chicago, Illinois, my beautiful baby turned 19 tomorrow.
Oh,
So happy birthday to my big girl, man. And
Last year's a team.
yeah, daddy love you. Oh, he said, I thought you said LaKayla. That's my daughter's name. No, it's Michaela.
well, listen, y'all, beautiful.
Hey man, we got some photos out there now. So listen, I told Zoe we gotta be very careful, man. You pop up in one, you just not that you cautious, but you just never know. People be snapping all kind of photos. So I'm pretty sure we own a lot of photos that's gonna probably resurface. Videos too. And all you're gonna see is standing under the vent because it was hot in them suits. You know what I'm saying? It was hot.
Well, listen, y'all have a good night, and
Drink you some hot tea.
I have been drinking it, but y'all just yeah. I love y'all. I love y'all. See, I love fam. Talk to you later.
Good night,
Bye.
Bill.
Bye.
Deuces.
Happy birthday, Brianna. So yeah, not the Freaknik video though, right? No, I don't know what y'all talking about now. But no, man, great night. Tomorrow's an interesting day. My daughter's birthday. Got some work. Got a work meeting that I've been dreading. But nevertheless, we're gonna get it over with and move on. It is what it is, dog.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see how that go. Now, for if my employment status change, y'all gonna be seeing us a whole lot more frequent. But nevertheless, we locked in. We doing this thing. We going all the way with it. You know what I'm saying? Feel free, man. If y'all want to throw a little something in the pot for little mama, feel free. You can hit that Cash App, Zay. I know we ain't doing no initiative, but she gonna be in daddy pocket tomorrow. I can just feel it. I feel my pockets going in the reverse. Yes, indeed, man. But nevertheless, man, good night, Rochelle. Not the freaking. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We won't be we got about another good 15 minutes, and we'll leave it open. If somebody want to come on up and chop it up with us, we're more than happy to have you. Kixie 107, Rochelle voice. JSU Tiger 85. Joe Lowry was at JSU in 1972 to 1975. He was on the same team as Walter Payton and Robert Brazile, Jackie Slater. B Hart, what's happening, brother?
You know what? I'm gonna try and set something up for us Wednesday.
Cool. I'll be ready, man. Looking forward to it. Man, while we got it, I do want to say this. I don't have the photo up right now. I don't feel like June 29th, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Raising Cane's for the Tigers. Jackson State men's basketball team. It'd be a fundraiser at the register, and the Canes will donate 15% of all sales. So that's Raising Cane's Madison. That's East County Line Road, Ridgeland, Mississippi. 39232. So on the 29th, that means on Thursday. Go by Raising Cane's. We're gonna put that up on Wednesday. I'm out of here tomorrow evening, y'all. Came in for the fundraiser. Shout out to you guys. We pledged that check that we was able to collaboratively raise and did a good service. Yeah, Zoe, you on mute, bro.
And Ken, I gotta say this too. Tonight we did something that we're perceived that we don't do.
What's that, bro?
A lot of Jack State alums donated to Jack State tonight.
A lot. A lot. A whole lot. I don't know if we got a total, but I got to ship that daggum. I can't forget I got to ship my, whatchamacallit, off tomorrow. Hold on just a second. Las Vegas. Colorado, the Mississippi Delta this coming weekend. Looking forward to coming home. Oh, yeah, man. Enjoy the trip. Must have some rich friends, but I saw a lot of pics and stories. I ain't really been on social media yet, man. I don't know what's out there. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Bro, who is Sexy Red? This gotta be the worst. I'll tell y'all something, man. I hate that song.
That's crazy, LaDon, because I ain't seen no picture of nobody. And I mean nobody.
Yeah. I ain't looking for them neither. I ain't been on social media like this, so I couldn't tell you what's out there.
I mean, I wasn't looking for them, but it's like one of them things where you ain't looking for them, they everywhere for you. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody said, okay, what freshman has surprised y'all so far? A newcomer.
Surprise is the operative word. I'll say stood out.
One.
I'm gonna say Batman. But it's kind of obvious, right?
I knew you was gonna go there.
But I mean, because it's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah.
I mean, ain't no point of you trying to be different or to being different. I mean,
No.
he stands out.
Yeah. I would stay there. I would stay there. So far. Trying to think. Narik just got there. Not much. I mean, hearing good things from obviously the two Isaiahs at wide receiver, but that's a lot is yet to be determined. So Bruce, Batman, it said or newcomer. Where did the question go? Yep, JSU Day of Giving coming up July 14th. Make sure you give, man. Make sure you give. Make sure you give. Make sure you give. Said on a civics tip, pay close attention tomorrow to the Supreme Court ruling on race, affirmative action, college admissions. Good call out, EA. Appreciate that. Who's the leader in the quarterback position? Nothing's changed. Joe, who do you think will be a sleeper?
A sleeper though? Hazel.
Who?
Hazel.
That's a good one there.
Hazel, just in case you're wondering, the transfer cornerback that we got from Wofford. He's a sleeper.
Sleeper. I got one for you. In about 10 minutes, it's going to be Ken.
I think I might get you at 9.
It's been a long day, man. I'm tired, boy. We're going to go to 2 hours.
I'm fighting it now.
Oh, these are good questions, though. We talked about them today.
The irony. Oh, the irony.
Yeah.
I will not answer it.
I was just told you real deal, man. Real deal.
I don't know how to answer that.
Real deal. Just learn. Getting the mental side of the game mastered. Once the mental side catch up with the athleticism and the talent, sky's the absolute limit.
I tell you what.
I mean, I ain't gonna mention no name. Go ahead, bro.
I'm going back to Fortillion. He is a legit NFL talent at receiver.
Love that. Love that, bro.
And it's up to him if he's going to get there.
Sat on ice for the whole year. And
I'm going to say it again. He is a legit NFL wide receiver right now. But it's up to him if he's going to get there.
Starting 5-0 line. Too early to tell. Evan Henry at center.
We're going to stop there. No. We'll give you two. Evan Henry at center. Towns Blue at left tackle.
Yeah, I agree with that. I totally.
And we're just gonna leave it there.
DTB, baby. Yeah. Those would be my two early picks for now. I'll just leave it at that for now.
Hold on. The way you just said that, DTB, the law firm.
DTB?
His name, Towns Blue, the law firm.
The big law firm, huh?
Wait till I see him tomorrow. Law firm.
That man said the law firm. Wow. I like that. It was the top running back heading into the offseason. JD Martin. Yeah, JD Martin. That's easy. Until that changes, JD Martin. We don't do sleepers. Everybody going to bring it. I like that, Brother George. Oh, no doubt, man. We appreciate you guys.
We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all motivate us to do what we do. I can't stress that enough.
We're still doing yoga and Pilates. I don't know if the coach is still there or not, but
yes, we do. We have an instructor. Yes, we do. We do Pilates still. And I remember all of them too.
The firm. The firm.
I can't say the firm. It just got Manlaw written all over it. Law firm. You got to be intentional. Leave no room for error.
The law firm. Do I think Coach TC run a 2-quarterback system? I don't know, man. That's just I don't know about that.
It's too early to tell.
Yeah, we don't. Is Shane Hooks look alike?
This is facts.
Yeah, he is. Minus the fumbles, hopefully. No disrespect, but much love to Shane. But that was one issue that I'm hoping to see that he have a amazing, hopefully have a really good season at Auburn, man. And that's something that he addressed and fixes. Outside of that, he's an NFL talent as well.
Water's wet.
And we know.
Water's wet.
And when you pull the big gun out, hey, man.
Quite a few. To me, I say JJ.
Yeah,
I say JJ.
Yeah, a lot of the linebackers that are there now weren't there in the spring. So is a lot to be determined at the linebacker position. Yeah. Wait a minute. Why are you not living your dream is my question. Because what we do is, I just want you to understand what we do, man. There's a lot of sacrifice in this, man. You know what I mean? Like, everybody, go back and look at it, man. Just count up the live stream. You're talking about Monday, Wednesday, Friday, the hours and hours that when we come on and we ask for donations or what that, like we don't do a lot of videos, so the average YouTube channel makes a lot of ad revenue. We're not really doing a lot of ad revenue through this channel because we're not really pushing out the kind of content in videos per se. Live streams don't really do. If you're not sending money through the super chat or donating or memberships, you're not really. So we appreciate everybody that are members of the channel. We want more members. Become a member, join in every single live stream. We have a link that says join. Do that as it helps the cause, man. We're trying to grow this platform and do what we do and try to be compensated back for some of the time that we've spent. A lot of people that be in our lives don't really understand it because they don't understand the passion behind what it is that we do, because everybody wants time, but you have to understand that when you're trying to do something, and I know Michelle don't like for us to say trying, but when you're doing something that causing you to have to transition from one, what's that, Zoe?
How deep is the running back room? We got 9 of them right now.
9, yeah. So, Kelly, what's up, bro?
Kelly, I didn't get a chance. I found out sometime this week. I didn't get a chance to find out the Tiger Elite. Hold on, let me show you the shirt they gave us too.
I gotta get my shirt, by the way. But no, man, it's just one of them things where you have to, man, you just got to do the work, man, because it'll come. Jackson State is interesting. We really get.
Yeah, I see that.
I like that, bro. I like that. The Tiger Ticket Elite, Jackson State University.
And of course, we got our moniker on the back.
Building on tradition, blazing new trails.
So no, I didn't get the number because that's the same that we had I mentioned it earlier. We had the prospect camp, and I got pulled in so many dang on directions, helping out with certain stuff to get started with the camp and meeting up with the coaches. So I'll get that number for you guys, or try to at least.
So yeah, but nevertheless, y'all, we appreciate y'all. Keep rocking with us. Again, what I was saying was Jackson State is dope. Jackson State is a draw. It's interesting. And we have a very unique opportunity to just present more about Jackson State. And the more we do this, the more we realize that there's so much more opportunities to grab stuff. That blue magic, baby. Yes. And you know, but at the same time, you have to be willing to do it. That's why there's the potential of doing this thing full time. And that's the goal. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah.
Working to just keep being dual, where we working a job here and working a job there and fighting for time, for those that want to spend time with you and those you need to make time for, you know what I mean? And that's why we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, because I go to Bible class Tuesday, Thursday night. Tuesday and Thursday, my time. Sunday, my time. Don't bother me. I ain't doing this. It's just that simple. Now, objectively, we love to go into the Pat McAfee space, but we understand that it's a niche. So you have to get in where you fit in. You have to do it, and you have to just be great at what you do and be intentional about what you're doing. We ain't stopping though, because the real work is off of the screen. Joe will tell you that, and we got a lot of work to do. And we're going to keep building, keep doing what we do. So
a whole lot.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. We're going to shut it down here at the 2-hour mark, as we stated. Hey, like Zoe said, get your damn tickets, man. Keep it going. Keep it coming. We appreciate Jackie Walker for coming up, man. An absolute pleasure to have him on tonight, man. It was it was a blessing to come on the channel and be on the lookout for all the highlights and everything from the fundraiser tonight. That was official. Tomorrow is the official press conference for the Gulf Coast Challenge. We are looking forward to the highlights from that. Coach TC and Dwayne and them are heading down over there for that press conference. And from there, we'll push out a couple more weeks and then we'll take a vacation. When we go on vacation, we're just going to push out video content. We're not going to really do any live streams that week. Give us a chance to recharge, get ready for Swag Media Day. Then we'll have the MEAC Swag Challenge press conference the day after the Swag Challenge, after the Swag Media Day. So that'll be a double dose of work, and then we'll shut it down, get ready for camp, and then on to the season. So appreciate everybody. Thank you, everybody. We'll see y'all on Wednesday night.
Yeah, love. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers, baby. Appreciate you.